You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Oh my goodness, what a show we have for you today. Daytime has gone to the dogs, and I mean that literally. Gone to the dogs. Like every single segment today is dedicated to those incredible animals in our lives. So before I introduce you to our first guest, I want to remind you we have a fantastic Mother's Day contest going on right now. The deadline to enter is May 5th at midnight, and here are all the details. We know how amazing moms are, and just in time for Mother's Day, here's an opportunity to tell us how great she is and make her eligible to receive an exclusive makeover package. Just send us a few sentences telling us why your mom is so special and why she deserves a free professional makeover. The winner will receive an incredible makeover prize pack consisting of makeup and hair care services courtesy of Bruno Racine Salon and L.A. Barrett. They have both worked with some of the biggest stars in North America. Simple to enter. You head over to rogerstv.com/amazingmom and just tell us how amazing your mom is in 500 words or less. And then we're going to do the big reveal, by the way. Our winner will, on the morning of Monday, May the 13th, get a complete makeover. And then in that afternoon, we do the big reveal on the show with both Bruno and Leslie Ann. So looking forward to that. And as I said, looking forward to this show because we've had many dogs on the show over the years and talked about dogs many times, but we've never had a show entirely dedicated to dogs. My first guest, Coco. No, I'm sorry. It's Emily Wolster. She is the owner of Paw Platters. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Derek.
And I always say the dog first because, you know, as you know, as soon as people see animals or children on a show, they are immediately all the focus goes to the dog. So tell me about Coco here.
So Coco is the first dog that I've ever had on my own, and I totally agree with you. I remember dogs' names sometimes even more than people's names. So she's 2.5. She's almost 3. So I got her. She was my, basically the first purchase I made when I moved out on my own. Of course, that was my #1 priority.
Nice.
And she's, yeah, absolutely. And she's definitely the whole inspiration behind, this whole business. It's the reason I started. I wouldn't have, had this idea without her.
Oh, this is amazing. So let's talk about this. What it is that you do. So Coco inspired you to do what? Right.
So my business is called Paw Platters. It's a small business that I've started just over a year ago, so it's still fairly new. So as I said, Coco being the inspiration, she's the first dog that I've had completely on my own, and as I started to become more concerned and more informed about her nutrition, that's really how this started.
Did she have like specific dietary issues at all, or you were just concerned that what she was going to be putting in her body?
Right, so it wasn't so much a dietary requirement.
Coco's pulling the table. Don't worry, it's live television. This stuff's allowed to happen.
Exactly. No, so it wasn't so much an allergy or any restriction that she had, but I was very much concerned about her nutrition and using food as a means to promote canine enrichment.
Right.
So I became very much into those videos where they show like mixes of like raw food for dogs and like the overall nutrition and the complete nutrition that they get from that.
Right.
And slowly, as I became more involved in, the pet care community, especially online, the idea for this just kind of started in my mind that I really wanted to bring this to life. It was a cute way for, the pets to get nutrition. And I slowly just started bringing that to life. And since then, we've been fortunate enough to be all over the city. We've had lots of different venues and markets and places where we've been showcased. And it's been amazing. Almost every day we have like new opportunities and we meet amazing people.
Well, these aren't any treats. I mean, look at what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
You obviously have those creative juices as well, right? You wanted to do something unique.
Right, exactly. So one of the aspects that really makes our business unique is, the quality and the care and attention to detail that goes into making these charcuterie boards.
That's what these are, right?
These are charcuterie
Look
boards,
at this.
yes.
I mean, come on. Who doesn't want a charcuterie board?
So you don't have to share your charcuterie with your dog. They can have their own charcuterie board. And also, just to say, we do make meowcuterie boards as well.
Okay.
So for another, maybe a cat day one day.
We'll do a cat day one day.
We definitely have the products to not leave the cats out of it as well.
I love it. Can we build one together?
Yes, we can. Absolutely.
Okay, let's do this.
Absolutely. So I'll give you a little
what's the
board.
feedback been like? It must be incredible feedback.
Well, it's definitely incredibly rewarding to see and to hear all the stories that we have from the different pet owners and to get the feedback from them. So we've had the opportunity to work and to collaborate with lots of different small businesses in the city as well that are focused on, pet well-being and pet care.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. That's we love to hear all the feedback from the pet owners.
This is so amazing. Like, are these freeze-dried or something?
So that's another thing about all of our products. We use a variety of single ingredient, nutrient dense proteins that are just the proteins, so just low temperature freeze dried or dehydrated.
Wow.
So one of the benefits of that as well, of course, it being all natural, there's no preservatives or additives in anything in here, but they also have a very long shelf life. When you have something like this, you can have this for up to a year if it's unopened, so sealed like this.
Oh, really? Okay.
After opening, it's good for up to a year just in the pantry.
That's amazing.
Good for 6 months after opening.
Okay, 6 months.
A year in the packaging. That's
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Look at these, like strawberries and these bananas.
Real bananas and apple here. Yeah.
I am so excited to do this with you.
Thank you.
Look at there! You sent us some photos too.
Yeah.
Who's that?
These are all there's a variety, an assortment of our happy pupstomers.
This is okay. This isn't your dog here.
No,
this is
not mine. These are photos that
I love it.
Yes. These are photos of different pupstomers that we receive from the owners of them enjoying their boards. That's me taking that photo.
So I guess it's customizable. I see you've got like happy birthday here, so you can do birthdays or if they wanted some other kind of theme as well.
It is absolutely customizable,
Okay.
and not only that, we rotate the items and the ingredients that we use. So especially if you are a return buyer and you buy often, your pet will get something different every time. But we definitely customize as well for different allergies or dietary restrictions. We're good with even the pickiest eaters. We know how to, make something that they will really enjoy.
Well, I was telling you about my Jack Russell. He'll eat anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that this looks so good too, that's what just amazes me, is how incredibly creative you are. And you've partnered up too with some other small businesses. Is that right?
Yes, we have. So that's one of the another unique thing about our business model as well is we have a system where all of the treats that we get here, first of all, are Canadian sourced. The majority of these are from other women-owned small businesses throughout Canada as well.
Really?
So when you support us, you're really supporting that network of all of the treats that are all natural.
So then you don't make all of them. Some of them are from other partnerships, and then you make some of your own. What a great idea!
Exactly. Some of these are made by myself, and some of these are sourced as well.
So let's talk future plans and growth. What do you have in mind?
We're super excited about the future. We have lots of new opportunities in the city. Over the summer, we will be at the Ottawa Pet Expo, and we will be rotating with the original Navin Market and 613 Flea. A few other events scattered throughout there as well. And we'll be posting those on our social media as well, and we have our website over too.
Fantastic. Yeah, the website, by the way, pawplatters.com, and the same name for all social media, so you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Congratulations. This is just a wonderful idea. It was such a pleasure. Coco, thanks for coming. Look, I love how independent you are. We'll be back with more dogs right after this. Don't go anywhere.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
We know how amazing moms are, and just in time for Mother's Day, here's an opportunity to tell us how great she is and make her eligible to receive an exclusive makeover package. Just send us a few sentences telling us why your mom is so special and why she deserves a free professional makeover. The winner will receive an incredible makeover prize pack consisting of makeup and hair care services courtesy of Bruno Racine's Salon and L.A. Barrett. They have both worked with some of the biggest stars in North America.
Boom, 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 boom. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Hi guys, it's Maggie, Mrs. Calabash and Derek. And whoa, we're back. Rogers Television, so please watch us on Rogers Television. We've just done our first show. It was Anytime Shrimp Special and an Asian salad. So please, remember, Rogers Television, Mrs. Calabash cooks. I'll see you guys.
Rogers presents the 2024 East Coast Music Awards, live from Charlottetown Thursday, May 2nd, starting with the red carpet at 6 p.m., followed by the awards show at 7. The East Coast Music Awards on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show, back with a couple of superstars. This is one of them. Yes, this is River. And I've got Brooke over there with the owner of these two beautiful dogs. Bente Nielsen joins me here on the show. How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Bente right off the top of the show because this was your idea. You reached out to me and said, hey, Derek, have you ever thought about doing a show completely dedicated to dogs? And I said, no, but I should have. And then you obviously you're part of the dog community here in Ottawa, and you reached out to all these wonderful local businesses. So thank you so much for that, Bente.
Thank you. Yeah,
really
no, it was a lot of fun.
That.
I really appreciate that too.
Oh, no, my pleasure. Let's talk about these two, River and Brooke, and they've become these social media sensations. How did they become these social media personalities?
I take them everywhere. And then they've been nominated for 4 Faces Awards, which they've won each year. But I just take them everywhere, and I don't know, just people like to meet my dogs.
That's nice.
People think they're little twins, and they stop to talk to them because they're kind of cute. They're little fluffy bodies walking around.
What's wrong, River? Yeah, you just need kisses. I understand, don't we all? Yes, it's okay. So, and then you take them to a lot of different locations in and around Ottawa. And is part of that, here, I'm just going to put River down for a second here. Is part of that just to show how dog-friendly this city is, Bente?
Yeah, I'm always hearing that Ottawa is not dog-friendly, and I take them to all the dog-friendly places that I find. If there's a new location, I'm quick to send them a message, say, are you dog-friendly? That way I know or not, because you don't want to embarrass anybody. But yeah, so like as I said, in the last time I was here, they've been to embassies, they go to car dealerships.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
And they get invited to all kinds of events. People want to have them there. So they're friendly. They like everybody.
Are they ever? Yeah, they are so friendly. Let's talk about social media. So the last time you were on, we talked about the fact that you had a chance well, all three of you had a chance to go to Copenhagen.
Right.
And what you needed was to have 15,000 followers on Instagram. Where does that stand right now?
I still need 300 more.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've extended it 1 year. So I can have this, I have to have them by April of next year, and then we can go in August next year.
And for Copenhagen, why? What would you be doing there? What's the purpose?
I have a background, my background is Danish. My dogs, the owner of this dogs was also Danish. And I used to be in travel and tourism with Danish travel.
Okay.
So I have all this Danish knowledge, and they reached out to me and just want me to promote what it takes to get a dog into Denmark, because it's tricky. They've never had rabies, so there's all kinds of restrictions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to. There's a few hoops You gotta jump to.
But when you get there, though, you can go to all these amusement parks. Like Tivoli Gardens is open one day a year.
Okay.
Legoland. Like, how cool is that?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So they're very welcoming to pets, and it's always a struggle, right? Because there's been stores that have decided that they don't want pets anymore, and then they've reversed those decisions. But I like the fact that most places you go, you've been very welcomed. So that's refreshing to know. I want to talk about Wolfstock.
Wolfstock.
Right? Wolfstock.
Yes.
You've been invited, all three of you, to that as well. Tell me what you're doing there.
Wolfstock started 17 years ago, and I went to all of the Wolfstocks until they stopped because of COVID.
Okay.
So this year will be the first one since COVID, and my dogs have been invited to be official Wolfstock judges.
Nice.
So they're going to be judging talent shows and costume classes.
So this is in Woodbine Park in Toronto, right?
Yes.
In June 22nd, 23rd.
That's right.
Congratulations as well. Faces Magazine, you won an award. What's this, your fourth time now?
Fourth time, yeah.
Under what category?
Ottawa's Best Pet Social Media Personality.
Nice.
They opened that account, or that category up several years ago because there was so much demand for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on that. So they're sisters?
They are. They're full sisters. Brooke just turned 3 last week, but River's 4.5.
Okay. And so, but from different litters?
Different litters, same parents.
Same parents, different litters. And you just celebrated a birthday in Montreal. What did you do in Montreal with the dog?
I didn't end up going.
Oh, you didn't go?
I had to work.
Okay.
So Bosco and Roxy sent us a bunch of cookies to celebrate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they have tins of cookies, all these nice little cookies in here. And they also have cookies that you can bake. They have packages that you can make. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, come here, River. Come here. Come here. You want to come back up? Oh, come on, back up. Okay.
And we got something about their labels.
I was going to say that, Kevin. Can we get a shot of the label on the side here of River? So they have their name on one side.
Yeah.
Oh yes, hi, sweetie. And then if you get a shot, it actually says on the other side, "I love daytime Ottawa." Look at that. Who did these for you?
These harnesses are by Julius K9.
Okay.
And we only wear Julius K9. They've now got 7 different patterns, my dogs. So that's a lot of clothing that they have, but they do all the labels for me.
How did you find out about them? Connect with them, or did they connect with you?
We met at the Ottawa Pet Expo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he was interested because my dogs were celebrity pets for that event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And these are Jack Russells, right?
They are.
So tell me about the breed, because a lot of people, like, you see how calm these two dogs are. People think Jack Russell, they think hyperactive, high energy. How would you describe the breed, or these two dogs in particular?
These two are not normal Jack Russells. They're very calm. River's the more active of the two.
Okay.
But usually they're high energy, and you really need to take them out a lot. They're not really good apartment dogs. I live in an apartment, but I take them out all the time. You really need to do your research on this breed.
As far as locations, any favorite locations that you would recommend people take their dogs to here in Ottawa?
The Tulip Festival.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
the tulips are coming up.
We've done that in the last couple of years with them.
Majors Hill.
Come here, River. Who's around the corner there? River, what are you looking at? Oh, I see. There's the Coco's over there. I see. Or do you smell all that delicious charcuterie board?
Yeah, she likes those too.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
People can follow you how on Instagram? We want to get you to that 15,000, Bente.
Yeah, so we're River and then _ Little Miss Otis.
Little Miss Otis. Where is that name from?
Otis was my other dog.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think I told you that he loved the Ottawa River.
Yeah.
And so I decided to name her River.
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations again on all the success and for helping put this together. I incredibly appreciate it.
A lot of fun.
Guess what? More dogs coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. River, you're so good.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
I am Gagwege. My name means everything.
Tom Longboats.
I am Wolf Clan, out of Doggy Nation. I've run many different races. I've run to survive and to be free. I've run to win for honor.
His people might be lazy, but this one's damn fast.
My people respected our runners, people who carried important messages from village to village.
I need a guide to the next post. Dispatch carrier, sir. I can get you there.
God's sakes, man, slow down. Who do you think I am, Tom Longboat?
No, sir. I am.
Running makes me feel alive. It's everything.
Tom Longboat was the first Indigenous person to win the Boston Marathon. He ran his way to international fame and became an inspiration to generations of athletes.
This is your official invitation to join me for an hour to give. I'm Sam LaPrade. This week, you're going to hear all about the Ottawa Hospital Foundation and the incredible Creating Tomorrow campaign. Join us then.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Listen, I know I say I have so much fun on this show, and I mean it. Every day I have fun on the show, but this could be one of the highlight moments of my 20-year television career, having dog after dog here on the show. Next up is Gusto and her owner, Crystal Patterson, who's also the owner, designer, creator of By Doggy Style. Welcome to you both. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having us.
As I always say, the dogs always steal the show, so let's talk a little bit about this beautiful dog.
Well, Gusto is our 6-year-old French Bulldog.
Okay.
He's black and tan, and he, of course, is the inspiration for everything I do at By Doggy Style.
So, yeah, I mean, how and why did Gusto inspire you to start doing your own accessories?
Well, I definitely wanted to elevate the dog accessory business, and he didn't have any, there was no other harness on the market that fit. They're very hard breed to fit because of their wide chest,
they're stocky,
they're very stocky.
Yeah, it's like you've been at the gym, Gusto, doing some working.
Exactly, a little too much biceps. But so the other harnesses on the market, he did not walk well in, and they didn't fit him very well. So I went on a mission to create elevated, like luxurious dog accessories that were custom, but that would also fit the Frenchie build.
Right.
So,
and so that's your main customer base,
yes,
but I mean, you have, these will fit other breeds of dogs as well, right?
I sell to all breeds, but my #1 customer is the French Bulldog.
Your heart is with the Frenchie.
Yes,
I gotcha.
Yes.
Gusto, how are you?
Yeah.
Can I come say hi? Look at you. What a gentle dog. How old is Gusto?
He's 6.
Oh yeah, that's right. 6 years old. He must be incredibly popular. Like, is he sort of the face of the business?
Well, no, because I'm so busy making all of it.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes,
no
I
kidding.
have brand reps around the world that are the face of my business, even though he's on my logo and everything, but I tend to be very busy making it, so I don't have as much time to take photos. So I have brand reps that do that for me.
Good for you. So worldwide. So tell me about the growth of the business, Crystal, since you began.
Gosh. So you never know where your business is going to take you, and I do this now full time. I quit my other practice of what I was doing, and I now do this full time. But yes, I ship and create worldwide, and it will never get old to me seeing dogs worldwide wearing my items. Yes.
Well, let's talk about it. As you said, you wanted to up it. Like, I mean, you can tell. Like, look at. I mean, you got bow ties.
Yes.
I mean, everything's sort of customizable, right?
Yes,
I'm just going to showcase some of these.
Yeah, everything is customizable. People send me their dogs like neck size or chest size.
Right.
And then I make it made to order, custom for that dog.
That is incredible.
So you get to choose all the colors. So this is just a couple of very many color options.
So what's the process like? So a customer gets in touch with you, and how does it go from there?
So I'm very active on Instagram, so they can reach me on my messages on Instagram.
Okay.
But my orders will come through my website. So I do have a website. You can order through my website. If I have any questions, I contact you, but normally everybody's very detailed on what they would like to order.
I'm not surprised to hear that. People just love their dogs. I just want to showcase some of these other things. So tell me a little bit about this. Yeah, you're wearing a belt there.
I'm wearing one. There's one for this set too. So this is my hands-free lead.
This is great.
Yeah, my hands-free lead, and it comes in I have different levels for different expenses, whatever you would like to pay.
Yeah, because this feels like high-end. I mean, we are talking, is this velvet?
That is velvet. So I use upholstery-grade velvet, and it's extremely easy to clean.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So
I was going to talk about that. So maintenance is rather easy for most fabrics you use, or all fabrics, I should say.
Yes, but so it's a very, very popular item. I'm having it right here with Gusto that you can attach him to, so you can use it as a waist belt, or you can use it crossbody, and it's extendable. And also, if you don't, because I didn't want him to pull me on TV.
I understand.
You can also buy an additional handle.
Right.
That you can use that. But Derek, do you have a dog?
I do. I have two.
You're right. So don't you want to feel how good that handle feels on your hand? The velvet. Yes.
Absolutely. And then you've got the little poop bag.
Yeah, the waist bag.
This is like a Gucci poop bag, people. Look at this thing. This is amazing. And then it comes out the back, but you can put it in the front here.
Yep. Yes.
So well done. So tell me, like feedback from clients must be fantastic.
Well, I do have a lot of 5-star reviews.
Nice.
Yes.
Look at you being all humble, eh?
Yeah. Yes, the feedback is very good. I have multiple, endless clients that have.
Come here, Gusto.
Those
are our next guests coming up there. Yeah. That's another crystal. They just. We have 2 crystals on the show, so I think my team there in the control room brought that up a little earlier. Let's come here, Gusto. I want to say hi. I want to say hi. So what were you doing before this? You mentioned that you quit your job. What was your...
Yes, I was a registered massage therapist and a registered holistic nutritionist. So I did that as my practice before.
Okay.
But this took off right from the get-go.
That's incredible.
And now this is what I do full-time.
I mean, that's amazing. And I see you've got an award here.
This is the Faces Award.
You won a Faces Award. Is this your 3rd award?
So this is my 2nd award this year. Yeah, the Canada Fines Award.
Oh, yes, that's right. Tell me about that.
The
Canada
Faces
Fine
Award.
Yeah, tell me about that other award.
So it's a lady that is on Instagram, and she just tries to promote all of these businesses in Canada, and it's all about the people's votes, just like it is for
just
the
like Faces.
Yes, yeah.
So where do you see? I mean, you're looking into the future growth. I guess. It's been going so well.
It's great.
You don't have to worry necessarily, right?
Yes, but growth is always good whenever you're a company.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just getting into some retail stores now, and I'd like to maybe get into some more retail stores, but I love doing what I'm doing, and I love my customers.
Crystal, I can't say enough. What a great success story.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you are a retail store, reach out to Crystal and get her products in your store. We'll be right back after this. We know how amazing moms are, and just in time for Mother's Day, here's an opportunity to tell us how great she is and make her eligible to receive an exclusive makeover package. Just send us a few sentences telling us why your mom is so special and why she deserves a free professional makeover. The winner will receive an incredible makeover prize pack consisting of makeup and hair care services courtesy of Bruno Racine's Salon and L.A. Barrett. They have both worked with some of the biggest stars in North America. Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
The
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
I'm Sam LaPrade, host of Ottawa Business Matters. We're going to gather here every single week and speak about business here in the capital. We're going to inspire, influence, and inform.
Well, another business inspired by a beautiful dog. I love the name of this business. It is Phoebe's Paw-l-us. And joining me is Phoebe and her owner, Corrine Halpenny. Corrine, welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, let's talk about Phoebe, first of all. Tell me a little bit about Phoebe and how you two came together.
Yeah, so Phoebe's a Havanese, and she just turned 5 about a week ago.
Okay.
So she's a very big girl. She's the first dog I've ever had.
Really?
Didn't even have a dog as a kid growing up, so she's my baby.
Nice.
And yeah.
So why the decision to get a dog? If you didn't grow, many people that grow up with dogs, I mean, it's a kind of an automatic. What about you?
I wanted a little thing that I can take care of.
Nice.
And not a human thing.
Yeah, I hear you. And I'm sure she probably takes care of you too. I know that from being a dog owner myself. That relationship is so special.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So she inspired you to do what exactly? Tell me about Phoebe's Paw-l-us.
Yeah, so I've always been, I'll put her down.
Sure.
So I've always been pretty crafty, and when I got her, I was trying to look for something that I could do just to kind of, as an enrichment toy, something that she could have fun with, but also keep her kind of mentally stimulated and engaged.
Okay.
So I looked at a few things online, and I saw these things called snuffle mats. I was like, that's pretty cool, and it looked not too difficult to do. So I was like, okay. It's like, I can do this. I can do this. So I made some for her, and all our friends and family thought it was just the greatest thing ever. So they were like, oh, can you make me one? Can you make me one? What about these colors? So it just kind of grew from there. Oh, she's trying to take me out.
Don't take out your owner, Phoebe. Not on live television. My goodness. Well, not any time, but specifically on live television. So, I mean, so this wasn't a new idea. You were just you went looking for something, and then you saw this and decided, okay, I'm gonna make it, and then that way it's local as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay, she wants back up. Sorry.
Come on back up here. So, what is a snuffle ball, a snuffle mat? How would you describe it to viewers?
Yeah, so they're enrichment toys. So what you do is that you hide your pet's food or treats in there, and they have to sniff it out.
Okay.
So it's sort of, oh, there's one with treats. So it's sort of like a puzzle feeder for them. Like if you've seen some of those like plastic puzzles, it's just a different alternative option for that.
Right.
So it helps to keep them mentally stimulated. It's great if the weather's not very conducive to spending a lot of time outside. Then this is great for their natural like sniffing and foraging instincts. And it's also great for like older dogs that have reduced mobility, or if they have like trouble seeing, it's a nice safe way to kind of keep them entertained and engaged. They're also very popular, especially with younger pets that have been recently like spayed or neutered, if they're kind of on surgery recovery.
Right.
And they want to be running and jumping around, and it's really not safe for them to do so, then this is a great option to just kind of
bit of a
keep
distraction for them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I noticed, so they're all different shapes and sizes. Why the different sizes? For any particular reason?
Yeah, so the different sizes, they're mostly based on the size of the pet.
Gotcha.
So the larger ones, they can hold more food. So if you have a much bigger dog and you want to feed them, I don't know how much they eat, 2 or 3 cups of kibble, then you probably want to use one of the bigger size.
Like this, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, and the smaller ones are fine for smaller dogs, or if you just want to use them just for a few treats now and then.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you that. So, first thing that came to mind for me is treats. But would you actually feed your dog their regular dinner? using one of these? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good for anything that's kind of like hard and dry. So if your dog eats kibble, then it's a great option for them. Phoebe has one of the small balls, so one of this size at home.
Okay.
And she eats half a cup of kibble per meal, and you can get pretty much the whole half cup in there.
Oh, really, eh?
And it takes her about 15 minutes from the time I put the ball down to the time that she knows that she got everything out of it and loses interest. So
right. So and I imagine before that she'd probably eat in 60 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Like,
when she's hungry, she will just inhale her meal. So
I know what that's like. As I said, I've got a Jack Russell and a Maltese, and that's exactly. We're just showing some. So it's not just for dogs, right?
Yeah, so my main demographic is dogs, but there's our guinea pig Stanley, that's Phoebe's brother.
Oh, really?
So you can put his pellets in there, or even just really small pieces of fruits or vegetables in there. Again, anything that's kind of like hard that you can just sprinkle in. And then we just have some different colors, like with a paw print pattern on there. Some of our toys are also pretty popular with cats.
Oh, I can
that's
see
why we have some like extra small size balls, so the cats enjoy those.
And you brought some cute little bones here, and some these are pulls that you brought
toys.
along?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, these are
so,
tug toys.
The reason I started making those bone she's tired. The reason I started making the bone toys was because cutting the circles for the snuffle balls, I was getting a lot of scraps left, and I didn't want them to go to waste. So I figured, fleece scraps would be a great way to stuff other toys. So all the bone toys, they're all a little more eco-friendly because they're stuffed with just the remnants from.
And they've got that little noise too, right? Because dogs just love hearing. Oh, and a squeak. You got a squeak in there too.
Yeah, so we have ones with crinkle, one with crinkle and squeak, and then ones with no sound for the dogs who are just a little timid, let's say.
So far, tell me about the growth of the business. You started when?
3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so since then we've been doing like a lot of local markets. We sell online as well. We also have some items at a local shop in Carlingwood, the Handmade Hive.
Oh yeah, I know.
So we have some pieces in there as well. If people want to shop and see things in person, they can do that. And we're always just doing a bunch of events in and around Ottawa.
Nice.
Hopefully, eventually, we'll be able to do some events maybe in like Montreal or Toronto.
Yeah, no kidding. So what about maintaining these? How do you care for them?
So they're machine washable, which is great because they will get nice and slimy.
Yeah, for sure.
So just toss them in the wash and then air dry.
Right.
Yeah.
Online, you're available online as well. Do you deliver?
Yes.
Tell me about that process.
Yeah, so online, so I offer like free local pickup, or I can also deliver within Ottawa, and I ship across Canada and to the US as well.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations again. Another great success story, all dedicated to those beautiful animals in our life. Phoebe, you have been so good. Go home and rest and have a nap, okay? Thank you so much. Really appreciate the time. Hey, don't go away. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the Canine Sports Center. They've got some exciting things happening and a big grand opening to tell you about. We'll be back with them right after this.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
I don't care what the law is. I will never be a slave. That word, I hate it. It rests on my tongue like rot.
Peter, how does it feel to get paid for your work?
There are rumors freedom's coming for us all.
Freedom, you know that's all I want.
Chloe, careful. Real men would rather sell you across the river to America than let you go free.
Then I'll run.
Run before. Maybe this time for good.
No! Just get her into a boat. No!
Chloe! Chloe, no!
Word of
Chloe Cooley's resistance led to Canada's first legislation limiting slavery. After 200 years, slavery was abolished in Canada in 1834.
Join us for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, right here on Rogers TV.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. We are now back to talk to two wonderful people. They have a great story on how they met, and they've created this incredible space called the Canine Sports Center. I'm joined by Crystal and Joanna. They are the co-owners. Welcome. Great to have you both here. Crystal, tell me who you have with you here.
This is Blink, my Australian Shepherd.
And Joanna, who have you got there?
This is Topaz, my German Shepherd.
Very nice. Joanna, tell me how the two of you met, because it's quite an interesting story.
I worked at a doctor's office, and I was the office manager, and I was interviewing people for new staff, and Crystal came in, we chatted. I asked her if she liked dogs. Believe it or not, she's like, yeah, we started chatting, and I hired her on the spot.
And so you were her boss, and then you started talking. Obviously, during that first moment, you mentioned dogs. So you both had dogs at the time?
Yeah.
So, Crystal, then when did you start having this conversation about, hey, maybe we should start becoming dog trainers?
Well, we always did stuff with our dogs together. We tried out different sports, obedience and agility and stuff like that. And cameras are scary.
I understand, Topaz. It's a new area. I get it.
So one day we just thought we should try to do it ourselves.
Nice. So you opened a place, my understanding, Joanna, in Stittsville, and then now you've moved to Carleton Place. Why that decision?
COVID.
Okay.
And so we closed up shop. Our lease was ending, so we decided just to close and waited for half a year, and then we found the place in Carleton Place, and it's been amazing.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about what you do, Crystal. So there are different types of training and trainers out there. To describe yourselves as trainers and the type of training that you do.
So we are basically positive reinforcement-based trainers. So we want to make sure the dogs are doing things because it's a good choice and they're having fun doing it. We won't use aversives like shock collars and stuff like that.
Right. Joanna, you also have some exciting news. You're opening up an outdoor space. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so just about 6 minutes from our facility, we're renting a pretty large outdoor area to do our agility training in. So we're really excited about that.
No kidding.
Yeah,
tell me about that, because it's not just necessarily that behavioral training that I think most viewers are probably familiar with, but you also do some of this agility training. What does that look like exactly?
Agility is, there's just a whole bunch of obstacles like tunnels and jumps and A-frame, dog walk, and we teach the dogs to go on all the equipment, and then there's a course, follow the course, and if everyone loves it, then they start competing.
Crystal, she makes it sound so easy, but I've seen some of these competitions, and I mean, it's wonderful to watch, but I imagine there's a ton of time and effort involved in doing something like that with your pet, eh?
Yeah, and I think people want to come in and do all the big crazy things and sort of forget that there's a lot of those basic foundation things that they need to build up first.
Right. When it comes to sort of beginning, you know, when you start training, Joanna, what's some of the first things? Like somebody's taking a group workshop with you with their dog obedience. What are some of the first things that you teach? I guess the owners more than the dogs, right?
Yeah. Mostly the owners.
I love the reaction. Can we get a close-up on Joanna's face? It was fantastic.
We teach basic obedience, sit, stay, down. We incorporate a lot of, we have fun when we do our classes. It's not just all serious. All serious.
Yeah.
We really have fun with the dogs. Lots of food for the dogs.
encourage them to play. We make them teach their dogs a new trick. Every week they come in, they have to show off the trick they taught.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
nice.
It's fun.
Let's talk about some of the other things you do. I just wrote down a couple of things here. Scent detection. Tell me about that, Crystal. What does that entail?
Joanna does the scent work with her
Joanna,
dogs.
you take care of that one.
I don't teach it, but I do it with my dogs. So there's specific scents like pine and wintergreen and
yeah, I've heard this before.
Yeah, so we started off with just it's on a Q-tip. And we put it on the back of like a margarine container, if you will, and there's a hole in it, and the dogs have to sniff it, and that's how they start to remember what the smell is.
Okay.
And then we move on to bigger boxes, and then we move on to hiding it in a room or like on the outside of your vehicle, and they have to find it.
That is so cool. That is amazing.
They love it. Yeah.
Ratting is another one. So like ratting, is that part of the agility training? What is ratting exactly?
Ratting is where the dog has to find the rat.
Really?
Yeah, so there's hay bales set up, and there's basically PVC tubes. There's going to be, it starts with 3 of them. One is clean and empty. One will have rat bedding in it, so it's stinky. And then the other one has a live rat. There are very strict rules for the care of the rats. They're healthy and loved.
Yeah.
And your dog has to tell you which of those tubes hidden in the hay bales has the actual rat in it.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. My Jack Russell would have loved that when he was younger. Let me tell you, the stuff he has dug up in his lifetime, how many times I've had to apologize to the neighbors at the cottage, I can't even begin to tell you. I want to talk to you. You do some board training as well? Boarding, sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, so we also work with a facility in Merrickville called Pet Zones.
Okay.
So they're the boarding facility.
Gotcha.
And we go there and work with the dogs while they're being boarded.
Oh,
at
that's
the facility.
interesting, because I guess what the reason behind that new environment and your dog may react differently, of course, because of that new environment.
And it's great because if people want to go away for a couple weeks in the summertime and they want their dog to catch up on basic manners, stuff like that. So
that is really smart.
Yeah.
You're having a grand opening coming up. Do you have a date yet, Crystal, on that outdoor space?
Classes are scheduled to start next week,
Okay.
but we haven't set.
Not the official like ribbon cutting grand opening date quite yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, really appreciate it. Congratulations. I mean, to start the way that you did, saying, hey, we both love dogs, and becoming certified personal trainers and opening up your own business, it's incredible. Really appreciate it. And thanks for bringing these 2 beautiful dogs with you today.
Thanks for having us.
You can visit them, by the way, caninesportscenter.ca. As you just heard, they do a lot of different things, not only training, but some of that fun agility training. And the key word, I think, as Joanna said, was fun.
Yes.
Have fun with your dog. We'll be back with more right after this. We know how amazing moms are, and just in time for Mother's Day, here's an opportunity to tell us how great she is and make her eligible to receive an exclusive makeover package. Just send us a few sentences telling us why your mom is so special and why she deserves a free professional makeover. The winner will receive an incredible makeover prize pack consisting of makeup and hair care services courtesy of Bruno Racine's Salon and L.A. Barrett. They have both worked with some of the biggest stars in North America.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Rogers presents the 2024 East Coast Music Awards, live from Charlottetown Thursday, May 2nd, starting with the red carpet at 6 p.m., followed by the awards show at 7. The East Coast Music Awards on Rogers TV.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
This is your official invitation to join me for an hour to give. I'm Sam LaPrade. This week, you're going to hear all about the Ottawa Hospital Foundation and the incredible Creating Tomorrow campaign. Join us then.
Welcome back to the show. You are going to be blown away when you see the photographs of my next guest. I was just telling her before I left the house today, I was going through the photos that she sent to us with my wife, and we were all both just absolutely wowed because it's a unique challenge taking pet portraits. I'm joined by Hanako Soncini. She is a pet photographer with Kiwi's Photography. Welcome.
Thank
Great
you.
to have you
Thanks
here.
for having
and who
me.
do you have with you here?
So this is Jiminy Cricket. It's one of my dogs. I have 2 more at home.
Okay.
And a skinny pig as well.
Nice. What type of dog is Jiminy
So
Cricket?
I call him a magical creature because we weren't sure. I did his DNA, and he's part Chihuahua for sure. So we know that much.
Like, is he always this cute and calm?
He thinks he is.
You're not quite so sure all the time? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm sure.
Tell me about how you got into photography in the first place.
I guess I've always liked taking pictures of pets, and I've grown up with animals my whole life. I've had animals. My business name, Kiwi's Photography, was named after my first Chihuahua, Kiwi, actually. I got him on my 9th birthday. So he passed away, but his name still lives on.
Oh, that is so nice. So I mentioned off the top, unique challenges. I can't even imagine how you can take the photographs that you do. How do you overcome those challenges and get these amazing photographs?
I guess every niche in photography has its own challenges, and pet photography is one of them. So you can't really tell a dog to, sit pretty and stare at the camera for 4 minutes without blinking and do a pirouette and then go hug their mom. So things like that is challenging, but I use noises, and I talk with the client before the session to make sure I know what the dog likes and what gets their attention. That way I'm prepared for the session. There's other, more technical difficulties as well. So if you work with a black dog, for example, you have to make sure that the lighting is perfect, and the dog is not blue in the photo. So you have to know how to fix that as well. So there's a bunch of things that you have to keep in mind.
But you love it.
I do.
Right?
Yes,
I can just
really
tell from
lucky.
talking to you, you haven't stopped smiling, talking about photography, regardless of the challenges.
Yeah.
You sent along some photos. I'm going to ask our director, Stephanie, to bring up some of those photos. So give everybody an idea, and we see some here too, but give everybody an idea of how you work with different, again, like action shots too. I mean, is this sometimes spontaneous? You get the perfect shot?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there is some planning that goes behind it, but there's some photos that I just take on the spot. I just have an idea, and I tell the owner, hey, let's do this, and your dog loves to do this, so why not try this? And
I mean, look at this photo. It is just so spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. And I noticed too, sometimes you've used the color of the dog, and there's one with a couple of rocks in the background that kind of match the dog. Is that some of the things that you take into consideration?
Yeah, so there's a lot of planning that goes behind the session. So before you actually go to the session to meet the dogs and the cats and the parents, you have to plan for it. So you have to take into consideration the dog's fur, the color, if they're scared of anything, if they're reactive, if they're fearful. So you don't want to have a dog that's scared of hats and men, and you're not going to show up with a hat on and a male assistant, for example. So a lot of things go into planning these.
These are some of your award-winning photographs that we were just looking at. Tell me about that. That was last year?
So it's throughout the year since I started, and we were lucky. I won several international photography awards as well. Nice. So that was one of them. I was really lucky. I'm going to try again this year.
You have a focus on printed artwork. Tell me, what do you mean by that exactly, and why that focus?
Yeah, so artwork is very important. I think a lot of people nowadays, they're more into digital pictures, but it was funny actually seeing you, Derek, when you invited Melissa over from White Dog Pet Portraits, and she gifted you those canvases. That's exactly how it feels, because you mentioned, you know, oh my God, I'm going to cry and I don't know what to say, and that's exactly how it should feel, and it feels to have a photo of your dog, that's my dog actually, printed and on your wall, and not in a digital file tucked away in your computer that you're going to forget someday. So
it's an excellent point, because I can tell you that what a change when you actually see it all the time, right? And you get to enjoy it, and you know, and you put that much effort into something like hiring somebody like you. Why would you not want that? You know, somewhere in your house. It's just spectacular. So do you choose then photography labs that you work with?
Yes, so I actually handpicked all the photography labs I work with from around the world. They're all good for one specific product, and I think a lot of people, when they think of printing photos, they think of Costco, or you know, go and print some photos at Shoppers, but that's not what we do. It's from step 1 to step 10. We guide the client. You know, for someone, it's going to be a frame that's going to look good in their house, and for some others, it's going to be like a triplex that's going to look good in their office. So
yeah, because I noticed a post, on your Facebook page. It said, you know, not everybody might have wall space. So here's some other ideas that you can do, like a book or something smaller like this as well, right?
Yeah, and it depends on the home decor as well. Someone will have a cozy apartment, someone else will have a modern home, so it depends on all that as well.
What's the best way to get in touch with you if somebody wants to set up a session?
So on my website, I have a contact form, and they can contact me. I also have an email list, so I send all my available dates to all my email subscribers before each season.
Hanako, congratulations. As I said, I was just absolutely blown away by your photography. KiwisPhotography.com to find out that more information and to fill out that form if you want to get a session here with Hanako. We'll be back with Daytime to wrap things up right after this. Don't go.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV. Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Oh my goodness, was that a fun show? Big thanks to all of our guests that came in today, everyone bringing in their beautiful dog. Big thanks to Bente Nielsen, who helped me put this all together. She's the one that reached out and said, hey, as I said off the top, have you ever done a show dedicated to just dogs? And we hadn't. So big thanks to Bente, and who reached out to all of these wonderful local businesses. We've had so much fun. So really appreciate all of you coming in and spending time with us. Just a couple of reminders. You can find Paw Platters at the Navan Market throughout the spring, summer, 613 Flea. Be at the Ottawa Pet Expo as well. And I forgot to mention on this particular one, oh yeah, Corrine Halpenny from Phoebe's Paw-l-us. She's going to be at the Cheerfully Made Spring Market. That's at the Almont Community Center coming up this Saturday, May 4th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you wanted to meet Corrine face to face and check out those snuffle mats and balls, you can meet her there. And if you happen to be in Toronto, June 22nd and 23rd, Bente with River and Brooke will be there at Woofstock. So make sure you stop by and say hi to them. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Daytime. We'll see you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
roasted the most perfectly golden brown marshmallow you'd ever seen. And the crowd went wild!
Rogers TV invites you to let your imagination roam as we present you with a new season of Ottawa Storytellers. Each week, we'll bring you a collection of original and creative stories presented for children of all ages. Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers right here on Rogers TV. We know how